screw top jars and ring pulls to solve your storage problems. So start by separating your nails and screws to relevant groups. Pour them into the relevant jars, making sure you clean the jars first and dry them properly. Now all we need to do is to hammer the lids into where you're going to place them. In this case we're going to hammer them into the beams. Take your hammer, position the lid and bang through. Take your screws and that's all there is to it. Now I'm going to show you what you can do with these ring pulls. On the standard can, if you take the ring pull off, you'll find there's a small hole and a large hole. Select a nail with a head that is larger than the hole in the ring pull. Select your garden tool, in this case a garden fork, mini garden fork. Position the ring pull with the nail. Take your hammer and nail the ring pull into place. You can now hang your garden tool, and that's all there is from me. More handy hints soon.
You're watching live TV. Coming up in half an hour,
In 45 minutes. First on BBC One.
Hi, my name's Glenn, and I'm going to show you how to strip standard wallpaper. First of all, you're going to need a bucket with some warm water in it, a sponge or an old brush, a wide stripper, and some wallpaper stripper fluid. You will also need some floor protection, like this, and a cardboard box. Then add the correct amount of wallpaper stripper into the water and give it a stir. Next, soak your sponge and rub it on the wall. Wet in the paper, it needs to be stripped off. Okay, leave that for about 5 minutes, then we're ready to strip. Yeah, that looks like it's about ready to come off. It's very easy to dig the blade into the plaster at this stage, so be careful. Ease the stripper in gently at about 30 degrees angle to the wall. And remember to scrape away from you, working upwards. If you get any tricky bits like this part here, wet the wall down again and give it another go. Excess bits of paper gets dropped straight into the cardboard box. Remember, don't try and rush it. It will come off. If it doesn't come off, use some more solution. That's all from me today. More handy hints soon.
And advertising practice has told the company to find a smaller male model. The company...
Hi, my name's Glenn, and I'm going to show you how to hang a picture on a wall. For this job, you're going to need a hammer, you're going to need a tape measure, and you're going to need a single hook for a light picture and a double hook for a heavy picture, which is what we're going to show you how to do today. First of all, turn the picture around, measure its width and establish where the center point is. Having done this, mark the top center and use the hook to pull the cord towards this mark until the cord is as tight as you can get it. Draw a line across the top of the hook at this point. And very important, don't forget to measure the distance between the line and the top of the picture frame. Next, you take the picture and place it on the wall in the position you want to hang it. And lightly mark the position of the top corners on the wall with a pencil. Use the same technique to find the central point between the two corner marks on the wall, and then measure the distance between the top of the hook and the top of the picture. Mark the wall at this point. Now we're ready to hammer the nail into the wall. If you've got a metal detector, check the wall to make sure there's no cables or pipes inside. Hammer the hook into the wall with its top centre against the mark. Assuming you've done everything correctly, your picture should hang perfectly. That's it from me today. More handy hints soon.
You're watching the nation's favourite.
Hi, my name's Glenn and I'm going to show you how to repair damaged wallpaper. Sometimes it's easier to repair damaged wallpaper than to repaper a whole wall. So if you've got this problem at home, watch closely. For this job, you're going to need, first of all, some matching wallpaper. You're going to need a wallpaper paste brush. You're going to need a paper hanging brush, a roller, and some wallpaper paste. You can buy paste which is already made up, like this stuff is, or you can buy other paste which you have to mix up yourself. To prepare the wall, tear off the loose paper and leave only the paper that's firmly attached. When you prepare the damaged area, get a piece of matching paper and match it up on the wall. At this stage you may be tempted to cut out a little piece the right size. Don't do it. Tear off the required amount of wallpaper peeling from the back. This will give the paper a feathered edge which will be less noticeable than a hard cut. Paste the patch and place it over the damaged area, taking care to match up the pattern all the way around. Then you need your paper hanging brush and your roller to finish it off. Remember to work from the centre outwards, and then finish off the edges with the roller. It's as simple as that. When the glue has dried, you'll hardly notice a difference. That's all from me today. More handy hints soon. Hi, my name's Glenn, and today I'm going to show you how to hang a heavy mirror onto a stone wall using raw plugs and screws. For this, you're going to need a drill, raw plugs and screws, a screwdriver, and tape measure. Mark off on the corners of the mirror where you want it to be on the wall. Now we take the mirror down. Measure the distance from the top of the mirror to the centre of the hook and from the side of the mirror to the centre of the hook. That's 23.5 centimetres and 1 centimetre. Use the same procedure to mark the points where the screws have to go in the wall. Starting at the corner, measure the distance from the top of the mirror to the centre of the hook and from the side of the mirror to the centre of the hook. Make an X at this point and do the same on the other side. Okay, now it's time to get your drill and your masonry bit. Before you actually make a mark in the wall, make sure there's no cables or pipes behind it. Next, make a small hole in the wall to provide a starting point, and then drill a hole which is slightly deeper than the length of the screw, keeping the drill at a right angle to the wall at all times. Okay, now we're ready for our raw plugs. You should feel a bit of resistance. If you don't, the holes are a bit too big. Now, for number 8 screws. And your screwdriver, of course. Now insert the screw and tighten it in, remembering to leave a little on which to hang your mirror hooks. Okay, that's all there is to it. More handy hints soon.